CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the CMSportsNet Game of the Week. We've got Francis Scott Key visiting Manchester Valley in a Carroll County girls basketball county clash. I'm Pat Stoetzer. Joining me tonight, Tim Whitehead, girls youth coordinator for Legacy AAU basketball. Thanks for being back, Tim. We were in the studio last time. Now we're in the gym.
Thank you, Pat. I look forward to this game between two of the best teams in the county.
No doubt about it. FSK had a 3-game win streak halted earlier this week at the hands of Westminster. Eagles come into this game 7-3 overall and 3-1 in Carroll County. Man Valley's won 3 games in a row. They're 5-4 overall, but also 3-1 in the county. Like Tim said, 2 of the tops in the county. The Mavericks have won 4 of 6 since they started the season at 1-2. Tim, you just mentioned it, 2 of the top teams in the area. Some quick thoughts about what you expect out of tonight's game.
I think it's all going to be about tempo. FSK wants it in the 50s, and Man Valley wants it in the 40s. So yeah. we'll see who wins out.
That's true. You got a good offense. Good offenses getting good defenses. We'll see what happens there. We have some more pregame coverage before we tip things off, so don't go away. Plenty more Game of the Week coming right up. Stick with us.
Hungry? Genova's To Go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's To Go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's To Go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's To Go. Genova's To Go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's To Go.
Welcome back to the Game of the Week. Pat Stoetzer and Tim Whitehead ready to watch FSK and Manchester Valley in a Carroll County Athletic League girls basketball showdown. The Eagles have first-year coach Mitch Walther at the helm. TJ Devlin stepped down after last season. He helped Key win the county championship last winter. And the Mavericks, we know they have Heather DeWeese now in her 15th season at the helm. Mackenzie DeWeese Huffman, actually Heather's daughter. We watched her play a lot of high school basketball in Carroll County. Came on as an assistant coach after finishing her standout career at Quinnipiac. So it's good to see the family sort of stand together there. Time to look at some team stats out of tonight's matchup between Francis Scott Key and Man Valley as they both come into this one looking for their 4th county win. 7-3 overall FSK, and like Tim said, they like to score in the 50s, and Man Valley loves to keep it close and keep it down in the 40s. They basically have been winning games by 3 points per game, so that's a testament to a Heather DeWeese coach team to keep it in the 40s and play good defense.
Absolutely. They are very disciplined and very scrappy.
No doubt about it. We also have 2 players to keep an eye on tonight, and we chose FSK's Drew Watkins and Man Valley's Reese Crestline. Westminster did a good job limiting Drew on Tuesday night, but she's usually a handful for the opposition, and Crestline leads the Mavs in scoring. We have 2 of the top scorers in the county here tonight in the gym at Manchester Valley. Some fans still filing in after the JV game won by Francis Scott Key. Let's take a look at the Carroll County Athletic League girls basketball standings, and like Tim mentioned in the beginning, and I said it as well, there's a log jam at the top there. You got Man Valley, FSK, and South Carroll all 3-1, and Westminster's gotten themselves off the deck at 2-2. And competitiveness is the word to use when you look at the standings.
Very competitive league. Very competitive league. Carroll County should be proud.
So far, so good. They're about to get through the first pass of county games, midway point, so to speak. Let's take this look at the starting lineups for tonight's game, and we'll start with Francis Scott Key, the visitors, coming in from Uniontown, Union Bridge, whatever you want to call it. A familiar lineup: Abby Rieger, Summer Brooks, the guards, Drew Watkins, and Caroline Core, one of the top board getters in the county, and Kenzie Bancroft actually leads them with about 6.7 rebounds per game. So their front court is formidable, and you know you're going to get good ball handling and good steals and assists out of Rieger and Brooks.
Inside-out game. They can shoot the 3, and they can beat you up in the paint.
That's right. And speaking of the Manchester Valley Mavericks, Autumn Stottlemyre, one of the guards, Gabby McCarthy, one of the guards, Reese Crestline, Haley Bittinger in the forwards, and Emma Schaefer in the middle, also averaging about 7 boards a game. So it could be a good front court matchup tonight, too, between Schaefer and Core, among others.
Absolutely.
Between the 2 of them.
Absolutely.
Tim, what do you think FSK needs to do to win this game tonight?
I think it's tempo. I think they need to push the ball up and down the court and don't let the Mavericks defense gets set up.
And how about for Man Valley if you're trying to win the game?
For Man Valley, you got to be able to make the three. FSK likes to play a 1-3-1 zone,
right,
and they're going to have some open spots in it, and they're going to be able to hit some shots.
Our latest athlete of the week comes from Manchester Valley. A senior guard led the Mavs to a pair of county victories last week. Let's find out who it is. All right, the latest CMSportsNet athlete of the week, Autumn Stottlemyre, Manchester Valley girls basketball. 2 big wins last week, Autumn, 2 county wins. What does a week like that do for you personally and also your team as you're trying to make your way here in the county portion of the season?
I think that both games were, starting at South Carroll, we needed that win to keep going, moving forward. And then once we beat Westminster, we always want to beat Westminster.
Right.
So that was obviously a good feeling. So moving forward, I think that's more motivation.
You started that game, maybe not as a little cold shooting, but you picked it up late in the game, and every time they would get close, you answered. 2 times, I think, in that third quarter, you had a big 3 after they had hit a shot. You're a shooter, so your shooter's going to shoot, right? But when they start going in for you, how's that change your attitude and your mentality on the court once a couple threes go down?
Once the seal is broke,
yeah,
it's we can just keep going. And it makes me feel more confident in my shot. And when I wasn't making, I was sometimes I lose my head, but I just stayed calm, and it came to me. Once I stopped thinking about everything, it just came.
You were filling the stat sheet in both games. You had rebounds and steals and assists. How much have you worked to be a more complete player this year for your team?
A lot, and also my teammates. We've all worked on better passes, because better passes lead to better shooting, and all that kind of stuff. And it was all a team after that.
No, I get it. Yeah, but it has to all work together for you guys to get wins. This team graduated talented players from last year and is missing one net right now with Emma being hurt. First month's pretty good so far. So how's the feeling on the team right now, mentally and physically?
I think we're all feeling pretty good, honestly. We're excited. A little nervous, but that's expected. But we're excited. I'm excited.
And you've got young girls on the team too. You're trying to get some chemistry together with some girls that weren't varsity players. How's that come along so far this year?
It's honestly working well. The seniors on the team, we each have our group of girls, and if they have questions, they're comfortable asking us. It's an open type of team.
So far, so good, and congrats on a great week last week. Good luck the rest of the season. Autumn Stottlemyre, the latest CM Sportsnet Athlete of the Week.
CM Sportsnet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes Bollinger Insurance Services and by Genova's To Go.
Congrats to Autumn Stottlemyre. We're going to see her here in a couple of minutes as the Mavericks get ready to face Francis Scott Key. Tim, 3-pointers, you mentioned it. Autumn's one of their go-to leaders when it comes to the 3. How important is it to get the first couple of shots down first so she gets that confidence going?
You get into a rhythm. You have to have that first couple shots going. You don't doubt yourself. And if they get out on a lead, it puts the pressure on FSK.
You talked about depth, too, before we came on the air. FSK maybe not the most in the county, but obviously 7 wins in 10 games. But, obviously it hasn't hampered them yet. But if someone gets in foul trouble, who do you look to kind of take over off the bench? That's going to be a key in this game.
That's going to be a big key. And it might be for both teams, but that's going to be a big key for them. They probably have one of the talented top 5 players, as a starting lineup in this
top
county.
To bottom. They're
top to bottom,
the top lineup. And last thing before we get started, you've coached a lot of these girls all through the years. What's led to come into the gym and see them, excelling at the highest level in the high school level? It's got to be making
proud papa. Proud papa.
It's got to make you feel pretty good.
I've had them probably since 6th, 7th grade, most of them, and to see them where they are now and what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's not that I did necessarily anything, but I helped out in their course, and it makes you feel really good.
Yeah, they don't always go to the next level after this, but obviously when they excel here at the varsity level, it's got to make you feel pretty
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely, it's incredible.
You knew them when they were right way down here.
I knew them. I knew some like Abby Rieger and Summer when they were in 2nd and 3rd grade, and others besides that.
Oh, they're grown young ladies now, and
yes, they
trying
are.
their best here to add another county championship in Francis Scott Key, and if you're Man Valley, get back to where you were a couple years back, which was contending for county titles. And we'll see what happens here. We're getting ready for the starting lineups for Francis Scott Key and Man Valley to be introduced. And we'll go with Key. We already saw the lineups, but the way that Rieger and here comes Abby Rieger now introduced, the way that Abby Rieger and Summer Brooks can get in passing lanes and cause disruption on defense, that's a key to FSK's success.
So Abby is the fuel. She is relentless defensively, and she will get on the ground, scrap, and if her teammates see her intensity, they will follow.
They feed off of
Yes.
it. And Caroline Core, kind of a quiet personality when it comes to being on the court and stuff, but she can really cause some damage too with her ability to get to the basket. Here's another one, Drew Watkins, but her and Core together can really be a good 1-2 combo for FSK.
Absolutely. Caroline's very underrated. She doesn't say much verbally. She lets her play talk on the court.
Reese Crestline, one of the leaders on this team, and again, it's her, it's her time, right? She's been a veteran on this team, and maybe not the star of the team, but now she's the top scorer. Heather DeWeese and the Mavs go to Reese Crestline, and it goes through Reese Crestline. It
is her time. I mean, she's, I think, a 4-year varsity player. She has always been the secondary player for help, and now she has become the player to go to.
There's Emma Schaefer. We mentioned her, one of the top rebounders in the county, and the depth on Man Valley side, you see Autumn Stottlemyre there too. Molly Smith averages 2.5 assists or so and 2.5 steals, and Haley Bittinger Gabby McCarthy gets involved. We talked about this already. You and I haven't yet, and we will talk about it right after this. But first, the national anthem, and we'll get back to the pregame. Have been without Emma Penchik for the season. She's out with an injury that suffered during the soccer year. One of the Player of the Year candidates last year before the season was over. That could have been a huge blow. And, so far, Man Valley has done a good job without her.
Coach DeWeese is a master at getting the most out of all her players.
Yeah.
And you're seeing it this year.
Yeah.
Because that was a devastating blow.
Oh, I mean, you're missing one of the top assists. She scored points when they needed her last year, and they graduated Carmea Bowman among a couple other players too. You knew she was coming back, so you had that in your back pocket. And now, what do you do without her? And they knew it though ahead of time, so they could prepare a little bit. But that's a big blow when you hear that she goes down with a broken foot or whatever it was, or injury in the fall. And like I said, so far so good with the cast.
I think they started off a little slow, but they're rolling now. They got it going now.
See Heather DeWeese there, leading the final huddle before we tip this thing off. Glad you're with us. Pat Stoetzer and Tim Whitehead from Manchester Valley High School for the game of the week. Should be a good one. They split last year. The two teams that the one county loss they had was at the hands of Man Valley, and it was at Francis Scott Key. The Eagles got a win here and come from behind fashion a year ago.
It's starting to become a little rivalry.
It sure it is. It sure is. So here we go. Looks like Schaefer and Core will tip it off. And the first possession goes to Francis Scott Key. In their road reds, and Man Valley in their home whites. A little bit of a bobble there by Watkins, and the Crestline gets the first turnover.
Man Valley started off in his zone there, so we'll see how if Key can make that adjustment.
Crestline dribbles it up.
Key's a man-to-man.
Man-to-man defense for Key. There's Autumn Stottlemyre, one of the reasons Man Valley beat Westminster a little while ago. Crestline into the paint. Her shot's a little strong, and Watkins gets the rebound. Good look there by Crestline.
It was a good look. It was a nice curl. Good looking shot for the first shot.
We mentioned three-pointers, and Summer Brooks is not afraid to take them.
Nope, she's out waiting right now. Good drive.
Nice inside move, and Caroline Core Watkins draws the foul, and she will go to the line for two.
Yeah, that was a nice drive. That was a nice drive there.
A good pass by Core to get it to Watkins, and Schaefer fouls her, and Drew Watkins, who was kind of held in check the other day at the hands of Westminster, definitely wanted to get off to a hot start.
I'm glad to see early they're not settling for jump shots. They're actually going to the basket. Get to the free throw line early and get your confidence going.
Yeah, first possessions of these kind of games when it's a little bit of a rivalry is so big just to kind of settle things down and get things going. And Watkins goes 2 for 2.
And here's Key in a press.
And that's what they want to do too, right? They want to feed off. And there it is. Already a turnover. Yes, a turnover. Watkins. Ooh, almost. Yeah, Rieger just anticipated that pass to Brooks. But Summer Brooks is a player that's going to be in your grill for about the entirety of the game.
Yes, she will. They're trying to put a little pressure on the guards there, and there it is again.
Nice steal, almost steal by Rieger, and those are the ones you got to pay attention to.
Yep. Yes, sir.
You get it into the near corner here, almost a travel by Schaefer, but she gets it to crest line. That's Bittinger. Will take a 3. She hits it. Haley Bittinger.
And here's Manval in a press. Looks like a little 1-3-1.
3-2 lead after that triple and a turnover. So already both teams flexing their defensive muscles. Bittinger to Schaefer. This is Gabby McCarthy now, number 31. Junior point guard, being guarded by Rieger. Tough assignment, 10 to shoot.
Good look inside. Middle looks like it's wide open, so I'd look to see if they can exploit that a little bit.
Key has it again. Nice inside there looking for Core. Watkins, and there's Rieger.
There's the drive.
Doesn't score too much. Nice bounce pass to Bancroft, who comes up a little long on the shot. And out of bounds to the home Mavericks. 3-2 Mavericks, early first quarter. CMSportsNet game of the week.
You can tell Key wants to go inside right now. They want to go inside early.
They want to try to establish that presence because
they might want to try to. I think they might be trying to get Crestline in foul trouble.
This is McCarthy at the top of the arc. Nice flash cut by Stottlemyre. Puts it up with the left hand and good.
Nice cut, nice finish.
5-2 Mavericks. Watkins down low. She'll draw another foul.
Right up the court, though. They shot that ball with less than 5 seconds on the shot clock, and that's how they want to go.
Key likes to run.
Yep.
They like to run. It'll almost drive you crazy sometimes, their home run balls. But when they hit them, that makes that just that much more tough to beat.
Absolutely.
So here's Watkins back to the line. She's perfect 2 for 2 so far. Make it 3.
She has that look in her eye tonight. Looks like she's really focused.
I think she only had 8 points the other night in the loss to Westminster. Low scoring game. Like you said, they want to be in the 50s, and they were well below it.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So 4 for 4. She has all 4 of Key's points, and it's a 1-point game with 5:15 to go in the first quarter. We see Molly Smith enter the game for Man Valley. There's McCarthy down through the lane. There's a nice drive by Crestline and a good block by Core. And down we go. Drew Watkins scores off the glass. I think she may be a little bit motivated from the other night's
you could tell she had
loss
that
to
look in her
Westminster.
eye.
6-5 Eagles. And that was a bounce pass that I know what they wanted to do, but I wonder if Crestline wants that back and take it strong to the basket.
She had that whole lane to herself. But very unselfish player, but she did have that lane.
Here's Key running down and a nice long ball to Watkins, who does a good job to shield and score off the glass. 6-5. And there we go. Someone left Core alone. Give Brooks the assist. Caroline Core makes it an 8-5 game, and now Key is starting to put some pressure on.
You can feel their intensity picking up.
Rieger almost got it. Stottlemyre brings it into the front court. And there's a hand in the lane, and that's Rieger again. And there's another connection to Brooks. That's a foul.
Another foul, yep.
And was that on Crestline? That's only her first if it is, but boy, Keys, these last few possessions have been quintessential FSK.
Up the court, it's what we said.
Quintessential FSK. And that was a foul on Crestline. Just her first, though. But 3 already for the Mavericks. And you know the new rule, of course, Tim, at the 5th foul, we shoot free throws the rest of the way.
see if Coach DeWeese makes an adjustment here to timeout soon and takes that press off a little bit. Maybe go to half court instead of full court.
We're not even midway through the first quarter. And Watkins is already 6 for 6 from the free throw line.
I believe she has as many points right now than she did all on Wednesday against Westminster.
I think she tied it already.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10-5 Key. There's Stottlemyre for a 3. And Bancroft with a nice rebound.
And this is what FSK wants to do. One shot, out we go.
Watkins will take that 3. Air ball. Stottlemyre picked her dribble up, but Man Valley brings it down, and now McCarthy's got it. Bittinger, guarded by Watkins. That's Molly Smith at the top. Back to McCarthy.
They're a little bit out of sorts. Not a lot of movement right now.
Oh, when in doubt, get the ball to your stars, your playmakers, and 2 of them right there just touched it. 6 to shoot. Smith will take a 3. That's off the mark, and it's going to be out of bounds, FSK. And that's an FSK possession right there. It's been all Key the last 2 minutes.
You can tell in their body language right now. They feel a little bit. But, you know, this game's of runs.
A game of runs,
It's
indeed.
a game of runs. It could come back suddenly for Manvel.
Absolutely. Core picks up her dribble. Tried to get it down low. Looks that's Morgan Kenny in the game for Key, number 21. There's a
Timeout,
timeout.
FSK.
FSK calls the timeout, 30-second timeout. So it looks like Coach Walters asking for a 30.
You can see the difference. If they do half-court offense, it takes them 10. They take the shot clock down to 10, 5 seconds, and then they don't get the best of shots. So that's why they want to run.
It looks like Stottlemyre might have got stepped on there. Look, watching that replay, just going for the loose ball, but Watkins did get it. And
Yeah,
Coach
like
Walther called
okay.
the timeout. Yeah, it looks like she's okay, but Coach Walther called the timeout. So a fast start for Key. 10 points in the first 4 minutes of action here. And Man Valley had the 5-2 lead, so it's an 8-0 run for the Eagles.
Let's see if Coach DeWeese makes an adjustment here on this timeout. She didn't take it, but she got lucky and got one. She didn't have to burn one.
Right. You know, 4 of the starting 5 that FSK have been together for so long. And I'm not knocking Kenny or Bancroft. They just haven't been a regular starter.
Yep.
That goes a long way when you, it's going to be, let's see. Oh, they called a foul on FSK. You know, that goes a long way to just the continuity and how they know each other on the court. That's why they can hit those long passes and they know where each other are.
Absolutely.
Talked to the girls about that before the season started. It really is an asset for them.
Absolutely. So now we have one more foul, and they're going to be 2 shots for the rest of the quarter, no matter what.
There's a foul.
There it is.
Brooks will go to the line. So yeah, with 3:07 to go, we'll be shooting. FSK will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. This aggressiveness is something that I didn't see the game, but I know the score was lower. Maybe they were lacking a little bit in the Westminster game, and it bit them. And they're certainly showing it tonight.
Their intensity was down. I don't know if they were looking forward to this game and they just came out a little flat, but
It happens.
Yes.
They're high school kids.
Absolutely.
Brooks, 2 for 2. The team is 8 for 8 from the line, and it's 12-5. Francis Scott Key with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. And here's some more of that pressure from the Eagles.
I think Manchester Valley's got extended a little bit. They're all bunched up, and they have the open lane down here with nobody covered.
And out of bounds will go to the visiting Eagles.
One shot, no offensive rebound.
One shot, no offensive rebound. That is correct. Brandon Murphy in the game for Man Valley, a 5'7" senior forward, number 33. Some other substitutions. Schaefer back in. So it looks like the starting 4 of the 5 are back in, plus Murphy. And FSK inbounds it. 12-5.
And we're back in the zone, 2-3 zone.
And a good job there by Schaefer to intercept the pass, anticipate the pass, and a steal. And now let's see if Man Valley can capitalize as McCarthy brings it up the court. Crestline and Watkins, 2 of the ones we looked at to be players to watch.
Good move.
Nice pass and a score from Brenda Murphy. welcome into the game, Brennan Murphy. They needed that.
That's moving without the ball, and that's what they need.
Yep, 12-7. That stops a 10-0 run that the Eagles had going. And they're still in that zone, Tim.
Yeah, they are. I think FSK needs to put somebody in the middle of the foul line. And there was good steal.
Good steal, but a good job there, too, by Key to stop that. Here's McCarthy. Free ball, no good. Rieger the rebound. That was a good job to keep them out of that fast break.
And there it is.
And Rieger to Brooks. We've said that before. Give Rieger the assist, give Brooks the bucket, and it's 14-7. Crestline.
Good hesitation.
Yep, nice move. Way to draw the foul there, too, on Bancroft. Crestline has been quiet so far with 1:37 to go in the first quarter. It was a good job by Brennan Murphy on the last possession for Man Valley to get, like you said, move without the ball.
Moving without the ball. If you're stale, you move without the ball. Things will happen.
Yep. This is Maya Trump here, number 23, inbounding it for Man Valley. And trying to get it to Crestline, and it's going to be FSK's ball. Oh, wait a minute.
It'll be FSK's ball. Nobody touched it, so it'll go to baseline.
Oh, down here. Correct. He pointed the other way. I thought they had turned it around, but yeah. That's new too, right? Where there's only a certain amount of endpoints you can bring the ball in. I thought I heard that was a different rule.
It is
this year. So it is Key's ball. Mackenzie Lanza in the game too for the Eagles, number 25. 1:25 to go. There's Lanza.
Yep. There's the middle. Yep. There's the cut. It was there.
Yeah, that was the play. That was a good play. Just maybe a little bit of a rough pass by Core.
They have a high-low going.
That's how you break that zone,
That's
right?
how you break that zone.
Break the zone.
You got to attack the gaps either with the pass or the dribble, and they're choosing with the pass.
There's a sub for both, and Rieger came back in for Key, and this is Lila Crestline. I'm going to assume the younger sister.
Yeah, she is.
Diminutive point guard, freshman, one of 3 freshmen on Heather Deweese's roster. 3 freshmen and 3 sophomores up on varsity for the Eagles. This is Crestline to Crestline right there. That's Murphy.
Good, another good move.
Murphy.
Yes, another good move.
Very good. 2 nice drives to the hoop. And it's 14-9. Give Murphy 4 points.
So you can see Manval's kind of wrote the ship. They weathered the storm. They're still only down 5 in the game.
Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Nice
Great
job by Murphy to get to the basket. That's 2 in a row for her on a few possessions. Lanza gets the inbound pass. She's cut off. Watkins back to Core, and then Brooks will take a 3. Little strong, good board by Bancroft, but taken away by the freshman Crestline. 2 good plays right there from each side. If you're Bancroft, you got to squeeze it. And there's Crestline. First shot.
Oh, what a push.
First shot she's taken in a while, and there's Brooks intercept the pass. Down low, Bancroft gets it out to Watkins. Shot clock's off. Man Valley rebound. Up and down we go here.
Under 10 here. See if they can get one.
Murphy.
She has been the star of this quarter for Manvel. Kept them in the game.
Looks good if it goes off the rim. So a pretty good first quarter has come to an end. They did weather the storm. The home team weathered the storm.
They weathered the storm.
14-11, Francis Scott Key leads, but they had a big run to get that lead up to 10-5 at one point, and Man Valley closed the gap in a big way. And Tim's right, Brennan Murphy, 6 points off the bench, and they all came in the final 2 minutes plus there of that quarter.
Little fire plug coming off the bench. Maybe they were a little stale, the starters, and she was not intimidated.
Yeah,
she went to it.
And we talked about that for Key, but that's for any team, right? If something's going, if the starters, someone is slacked a little bit or things are lagging, who's going to come off the bench as a reserve and give you that boost for Man Valley? It's Brennan Murphy.
That is correct. Sometimes you just need that one person. That one person gets everybody going, and you're good to go.
All of a sudden, your shot goes a little bit more pure, and like we said, we haven't seen Reese Crestline really do anything yet, or Stottlemyre's got the 2 points. But it's 6 for Murphy, 3 for Bittinger, and 2 for Stottlemyre for Man Valley. And then it's the Watkins and Brooks show so far. Watkins has 8, Brooks has 4, and then Caroline Core has a 2. But Key 8 for 8 from the free throw line, and Man Valley has yet to take a free throw as we get ready for the second quarter. Now the fouls reset, so you're back to 0 fouls as a team.
So they were 8 for 8 for the free throw line, and the other 6, I think, were fast break points.
I think you're right. Second quarter about to begin. Man Valley, I believe, will start with the ball.
Now, this is an adjustment I believe they did with against Westminster. I think they're going to a 1-3-1 zone here. So let's see if this opens up some three-point shots right here.
Jayla Watson is in now for Key under the hoop. Number 5. She's 5'9".
There's a steal by Rieger.
There's Rieger right off the bat. Rieger scores off the glass. And that's Abby Rieger at some of her finest right there. 16-11.
She just baits him.
Bittinger picked up her dribble. She does bait him. You're right. McCarthy, nice job to get it away from one bounce pass too many. Yeah, one bounce pass too many there for Man Valley. And back to Abby Rieger. And that is one of the strengths. She's the best in the county at it. She's averaging close to 4.5 steals per game, and we've already seen 3 or 4 tonight.
Nice drive.
Brooks to the lane, almost in.
Nice drive.
It was a good drive by Summer. And she'll go back to the free throw line. There's a steal
by Rieger. She baited him, knew where it was going.
Anticipation is just really, really strong for Abby Rieger. She's been doing that her whole career.
Yes, it is.
And Summer Brooks, the first miss from the free throw line tonight. Second one goes.
We'll see. They're going to stay in that 1-3-1 zone. With that, you got to go opposite. So you're looking from one corner to another. You can't go side to side with this. That's where the steals come from. So you're looking wings and you're looking baseline here.
17-11. McCarthy picks up her dribble. And another steal. Brooks and Rieger has been tough tonight on the defensive end. Long pass, a little too far for Core. Again, that's how they want to go. And they're going to turn the ball over like that once in a while. And
yes.
If I'm a coach, it would drive me nuts. But obviously, with TJ Devlin and Mitch, Mitch Walther, that's just their style of play. That's how they want to play the game.
Courtesy to Coach Walther. He didn't try to change too much. He knew what the success was. He put his own little wrinkles in.
Yeah.
And they're still very successful here.
Spent many years with Barry Green at Liberty on his staff and learned from another good coach in the county. And obviously, TJ had a lot of success. TJ Devlin at FSK left to be more of a family guy. Had another young child. We got a timeout here for Man Valley. So, you come in as a new coach, whoever it is. In this case, it's Mitch Walther. And you don't want to rock the apple cart too much, right? You want to just go in there. You know what you got. He knew what he was getting because he played them twice a year for the last couple of years. I think that was a good point. You don't want to make it so we're having wholesale changes. I'm the guy now. We're going to do this, and this. He knows what Brooks does. He knows what Rieger does. And he knows he's got good two down low players with Watkins and Core.
There's no need to mess with success. Success is success.
Yeah. And so far it's worked. 7-3 and 3-1 in Carroll County.
And with Coach Green, him being a protege of Coach Green was an outlet. Get out. Let's run the court as well.
Absolutely.
So it fit this team perfectly.
Yeah, that's
true.
And
this 1-3-1 defense, that's also an aspect of Coach Green.
Uh-huh. Yep. No, you're right. I mean, when he has that team, they will run. They run this year too.
Yes.
They haven't had quite the success they've had in recent years, but it's definitely a feather in your cap or an asset. I'm trying to say if you can get out and run with efficiency, and that's what Key and Liberty have done in recent years.
So here's a little head game. Now we're back to a man. Good drive by, good left hand.
Stoudemire gets her own shot though. Good job by Stoudemire to keep with it. Give her 4 points the hard way so far, and it's 17-13. It was a good job getting into the paint.
Good job attacking that basket.
Watkins almost tied it up, and that's Jayla Watson with a long shot, and Lila Crestline with the rebound. Maybe not the shot Key wanted there. Nonetheless, Man Valley back with possession. Crestline, Molly Smith. I mentioned her name earlier.
They're trying to get the ball on the inside, too. Another good hesitation.
No foul call. That's going to no, it's not. Okay. Crestline got underneath.
Yeah, I think she needs to be strong with that. Pump fake.
Right.
Don't lean in. Go straight up.
Leaning in, I think sometimes we'll let the play go.
Correct.
Because you're assuming both contact. You pump fake, get her off her feet.
Correct.
And you're going to get the foul call. So good defense by Key there. Good drive by Crestline. Just out of bounds to the Eagles. This is Summer Brooks.
Looks like Man Val's in a man, or they're playing some type of boxing one, but looks like they're in man. Got a mismatch. Good defense.
I think Crestline touched it out of bounds. Bancroft. She's been pestered so far by Lila Crestline. A couple times anyway tonight. This is a stack play here for the Eagles, and they get it out to Caroline Core. Watkins.
Nice drive down the middle again.
Drew Watkins. $10 points for Drew Watkins.
Back to the 1-3-1.
19-13. Autumn Stottlemyre for three.
There's that baseline three right there.
Some of her bread and butter, for
yes,
sure.
It is.
And it's a 3-point game. Bancroft.
A little high-low.
Yep. Out to Brooks, being guarded by Bittinger, I believe. Yep. Ooh. Tough play. Looked like good defense from here, but we're way back here. And
I think Summer got a little lucky on that when she got herself in a corner and got a little self in a bind right there.
Foul call on Bittinger, and that's 2. So a little unlucky for Bittinger. She'll have to come out with 4:58 to go in the second quarter. 3-point game, 19-16, Francis Scott Key. Rieger gives off to Brooks, who gives it back to Rieger. Now they try to go down low, and that's almost a steal by Molly Smith. Good hands there by Smith. She's the equivalent of what Key has with Rieger and Brooks. That's Molly Smith's bread and butter over there, to get in the way of those passes.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
That's exactly right. Hustle's a better word for it. Caroline Core. Strong rebound again.
Strong rebound.
She does a good job. Here's Rieger for three off the front of the rim. Oh, ball bounces. Brooks, almost a 3-point play. Ball bounced. And Man Valley did everything right. Ball bounced over to Brooks, and Brooks knows just what to do with it.
But they are attacking those boards.
You'll
see them going. Right there, just about Will. That was a great pass.
Yeah, Morgan Kenny.
That was a great pass to Brooks there.
From a rear end, and it still counts. And now Brooks gets a chance to hit 2 at the line. She makes the first one. Make her 4 for 5 from the line. She has 6 points. And it's a 4-point game with 4:34 to go.
Back in comes Brenna Murphy. I was kind of waiting for her to come back in. There's another offensive rebound. And there's another offensive rebound.
Bancroft's been all over it. Nice hands there. Brooks ties her up. Nope. And the ball goes to Man Valley. Almost out of bounds. Crestline will take it.
Ooh.
And Rieger gets the rebound. She can get 4 or 5 boards a game herself.
Yes, she can.
So they can definitely get the rebounds when they need them. And they've been all 5 girls on the court right now have had their hands on rebounds so far. Brooks.
Driving kick.
Bancroft, nice pass.
Keep the ball moving, guys. There it is.
Rieger a little short. Didn't hit the rim, so 10 to shoot.
Still plenty of time.
Yep, Rieger has it again, 8 to shoot. Kenny will take a shot. Hard off the rim. Boy, Key crashing for those rebounds.
They are crashing.
Foul called on Key after loose ball. Good call there, I think. Coming the other way with Man Valley now.
Yeah, a little out of control there.
Yep. But Key is aggressive. They want those rebounds in a big way. Caroline Core comes out for a rest.
You can see with the substitutions, they're trying to get people in and out with less than a minute, which is good. That's
keep them fresh, right?
Keep them fresh.
Mm-hmm. So here's more of that pressure from Key. Man Valley trying to beat it. Crestline in the middle.
See, I'd like to see somebody down the block down here. It's wide open. There it is.
And Crestline will take it herself.
There's the drive you want.
Her first points of the game tonight coming in a good spot. And it's a 2-point game, and out of bounds it goes. Pass a little off from Rieger, trying to get it to Watkins. And Man Valley has a chance to tie it or take the lead with 3:14 to go. It doesn't feel like it sometimes we're going down the court here, but that Man Valley is staying in this game.
Yes, they are.
Oh, and Stottlemyre takes advantage of that, and she'll go strong with the hand. Crestline ties it up with a putback. Stottlemyre did everything but score, and Crestline cleaned it up. And there's a turnover. Rieger a little sloppy.
Looks like Key might need time out here coming up.
That's Taylor Feek, and here's Stottlemyre going to be a little short. That was a freshman, Taylor Feek, 32 in the game, and Rieger's slowing it down a little bit, trying to make sure these possessions are a little more controlled.
Well, this is courtesy of Manval. They want them to be in half court.
Yep.
They're in half court.
Turnover. Let's see. Kenny's hustling. Kenny did a good job, but Murphy shielding her off, and there's your timeout.
There's the timeout.
Man Valley is back in front, 22-20.
So there's the game of runs.
No doubt about that. And Brenna Murphy's got 8. Crestline's got a quick 4. And the Mavericks forced the Eagles into a timeout. A couple shaky possessions there led to Man Valley being able to take advantage of the opportunity.
It is key.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike. Yes. What's frozen? 1 and 3 are frozen. Freeze back. One's not. They're back. So we got a timeout here. 22-20 Man Valley. It was the full timeout called by Key. And if you're Mitch there, as you see him drawn on the board, I guess you're trying just to give them a breather. And
I think they need some more spacing. I do. I think they're too crowded. They're not moving without the ball. You see them, they're passing, they're staying in the same spot. I think they need to get a little bit more motion going, getting Manchester Valley off their spot, and then that's when they can attack the lane.
Credit Man Valley, too, for getting in some of those lanes, the passing lanes anyway, the last couple of times down for FSK. 1 or 2 of those passes weren't crisp, but the other ones give credit to the Mavericks for causing the turnover.
Absolutely.
So it was all Drew Watkins early on for Key. She's cooled off a little bit and been obviously been attracted by the Man Valley defense, and now we'll see if the Eagles can answer this little mini run here by Man Valley.
So here we got a little high-low. Good attack of the basket there.
Good job by Cordis, a little strong, and Crestline almost got the board, but he stepped out of bounds. So we back to Key, and they're not going to give him a full C.
But in this zone, this ball's got to be moving. They can't be holding it. If they hold it, they're playing right into Coach DeWeese's hands.
Robbie Clark, one of the officials, I was wondering if they were going to reset the shot clock there because Crestline had hands on the ball.
Yeah.
So it's a fresh 30 for Key. Bancroft, nice play there. Didn't go all the way out. And Rieger's got it. Abby Rieger trying to drive. This is Brooks. She'll take that 3 all day.
There it is.
She'll hit it. Summer Brooks.
Well, by Rieger penetrating there, she drew the defenders in and easy kick out.
That was Key's first 3 of the game. Comes at a big time, and it's 23-22 for the Eagles. Knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the home team with 1:33 to go here in the second quarter.
They needed that. They needed that 3.
Absolutely needed it. Man Valley inbounds right in front of Key's bench. And here's Crestline guarded by Brooks now. Stottlemyre in front of the nice pass down low. Little contact there. Oh, yeah, so there was some contact taken, no foul called, and then I think it was the right call. And
yeah,
I
agree.
And then a foul on Watkins getting the board.
It was a good no call.
It was a good no call. Good job by Key there. And that's not easy because Reese Crestline, big girl,
yes,
muscular girl, big tall girl, and that's contact drawn in a good way if you're FSK.
Yes, it is.
70 seconds to go.
See how we have 4 players all on one side right there? It's kind of hard. You get a little bit more one-on-one when you do that.
Brooks with a runner down the lane, doesn't go, and cleaning up the mess is Drew Watkins. Her first points in a while, and it's a 3-point Eagles lead with 50 seconds left in the half. Bancroft cuts off the line. That's a 3-pointer from Feek. Oh, boy, good job by Bancroft getting that rebound.
That was really athletic because Crestline was there for that board.
She was under him, and Bancroft had got a handful already. She's done a really good job getting the rebounds.
And to her credit, it was no push. She did it without a foul.
Correct. There's a dump down. Core left hand, good.
Great drop step.
Just like that, 5-point Eagles lead in the final 25 seconds. We're under 20 seconds to go now. And it's a little mini run for the Eagles. Crestline tried to shield herself. Rieger wouldn't have it.
Now we're out.
Home run ball. Let's see. Watkins short. Brooks no good. Feek, and that'll be it. That won't count. But FSK with a 5-point halftime lead thanks to that last minute and 40 seconds.
I think it was a 7-0 run by FSK, and it was big.
It was big. You're right. 22-20 was the score there with Man Valley and FSK, and now the Eagles have the 5-point lead, 27-22, as the home team heads back to the locker room, and FSK will talk it over as well.
It'll be interesting to see what adjustments both coaches make here.
A competitive first half, absolutely. Like
Very
you said,
so.
We've reached halftime. Game of the week. Pat Stoetzer and Tim Whitehead at the gym in Manchester Valley. Tim, some quick thoughts about the first half before we go to break.
Well, it played out how we thought it was going to play out. FSK wanted to run, they ran, and they scored 27 points. And Man Val's more of a half-court offense, and they executed very well as well. So it's a game of runs. We'll see what happens in the second half.
Eagles had the most recent run, and they lead by 5. Sit tight. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have much more with our CMSportsNet Game of the Week. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
Hey there, I'm Pat Stoetzer.
And I'm Michael Duffy, inviting you to join us for The Score and more.
Each week we'll talk about high school sports in Carroll County. We'll share information about upcoming games, highlight coaches and athletes, and much more.
We'll even try to have a little fun along the way. Don't miss The Score and More podcast, presented by CMSportsNet.
The Score and More Sports podcast is available online at carrollmediacenter.org and on a variety of podcast channels.
Skill, dedication, leadership. Just a few of the things it takes to be named CM Sportsnet's Athlete of the Week. Each week, CM Sportsnet recognizes an outstanding player for their contribution to their sport. Meet some of Carroll County student athletes and join us as we celebrate their performance, impact, and outstanding accomplishments.
CM Sportsnet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes Bollinger Insurance Services. We're here for the home team. Barnes Bollinger Insurance Services. And by Genova's to Go. Locations in Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, Hanover, and Eldersburg. Genova's pizza, pasta, subs, and more.
Welcome back to the Game of the Week. Pat Stoetzer and Tim Whitehead from Manchester Valley High School. Your halftime score, Francis Scott Key 27, Man Valley 22. And Tim just said it right before the half. The Mavericks led by 2, and things were going their way after a little run. And the Eagles answered in a big one with 7 straight points, and they have the 5-point lead. Your impressions of the first half? We were just talking about offensive rebounds. I don't have it in front of me, but I imagine the number is swaying big time for FSK.
I'm not sure if Man Valley even has an offensive rebound, to be honest with you. But the rebounding advantage period is definitely in favor of FSK, and we'll see if Man Val can do a little bit better second half.
And I think they absorbed that opening onslaught. Drew Watkins was leading the way there. Then they sort of got back into their game. We mentioned this different defense they were throwing at FSK to try to disrupt them. They did a good job there in the middle of the quarters. FSK just has that answer, and I think that's why they're one of the top teams in the area.
I agree. I mean, they can score with the best of them. So when they get cooking, it'll cook up real quick.
Yeah, and they're about on their pace right now. That's I know if you're Heather Dewey's coach team and you're talking in the locker room, you wish it was a 17 instead of a 27. That's where you want them to be at halftime usually. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights of the first half too. Like we just mentioned, it's been a lot of Drew Watkins and Summer Brooks from the free throw line. I was impressed with how Man Valley, again, we just said, I was impressed with how they sort of absorbed a few of those body blows and got back into the game.
Absolutely. I think Brianna Murphy, we're going to see a couple highlights of her probably, and she was the spark. She sparked that team in the first quarter.
She definitely did. Yeah, four field goals, 8 points.
Here
she is right here.
Right there on the drive.
She was coming right at us, right into our living room right there. And it was a good job by Murphy to get them back in the game. But these plays right here, I mean, that's quintessential Francis Scott Key.
That is key. That's what they want to do. Rebound and get the ball out up the court.
Yeah, we saw Murphy there twice. You mentioned it. Just two times she got in the lane, and there was her long-range jump shot. So she really gave them a spark off the bench, no doubt about it.
She absolutely did. And then here comes Autumn down the lane, and I
think she gets her own rebound. So there you go.
Left hand, yeah.
One offensive rebound.
One offensive rebound. There you go.
Hey, get your own missed shot. It still counts as an offensive board. And that was her three from the corner. Yeah, so that's her. She's got 7 points. Brenna Murphy leads them with 8. And one player that hasn't gotten going yet is Reese Crestline, and she got going right there. She's got 4 points.
Yeah, she got a couple back-to-back there, and that's
I think she gets one here, too. And Murphy misses, and
I think Murphy makes there.
Oh, she did make it there?
Yeah, I think that's what she showed. Yeah, she shielded the ball well.
I thought that there was one where Crestline got in, but then, of course, Brooks hits 1-3 there as well for FSK. Here's your team stats, 27-22, Francis Scott Key, and that second line right there jumps out at me. 10 for 12 from the line from Key. We're still waiting for Man Valley to get to the line, and that's the reason why Key's up by 5.
They need to attack the basket and be strong. And this is also courtesy. This is Key gets a lot of credit for this, too. They are not jumping for the ball. They are staying straight up and down, so they're not doing any ridiculous fouls.
Time to see what happened in our last game of the week. Took place last Friday, January 5th. Winters Mill visited Liberty for a county boys matchup. Let's see what happened at the Lions Den. Winters Mill visited Liberty on Friday, January 5th in a Carroll County Athletic League boys basketball game, with the Falcons looking for a 3rd straight win and the Lions going for a 4th in 5 games. And right off the tip, it's an opening statement for the home team. Cole Jernigan gets a touch pass from Alex Thompson and scores off the glass for the first points of the night. The Falcons fall behind early, but they battle back. And when Owen Case scores off the glass, we are tied at 9-all. Winters Mill misses a 3-pointer, and Jernigan tips the loose ball to himself before taking it all the way for a fast break bucket. Lions lead 16-9. Big Mill is staying close. Sam Wyville spots up for a 3, and the Falcons trail 18-12. Give the assist to Tommy Hinkhouse. Ethan Hart misses off the backboard, but the ball finds its way to Gavin Speece, and the sophomore knocks down the 3. Liberty takes a 30-20 halftime lead. Winters Mill cuts the lead to 6 during the 3rd quarter, but Liberty ends the frame strong. Jernigan intercepts a pass under the basket and starts the break, and Jaden Zumbrin finishes with a layup. It's 40-26 Lions after 3. The Falcons are still fighting. Owen Case finds Silas Durham, and the senior drains a 3 from the corner. Winters Mill down by 11. Here's the answer from Liberty. Big man Tristan West down the lane for a hoop and the haul. After Winters Mill cuts the lead to 10, West responds with a 3-ball of his own. Lions 45, Falcons 32. The hosts are pulling away. Aaron Ball dishes off to Thompson for a nifty drive and score. And the Lions can taste another county win. Final score is Liberty 57, Winters Mill 49. Cole Jernigan leads the Lions with 22 points, and Tristan West adds 12 as Liberty improves to 3-1 in county play. Owen Case leads the Falcons with 13 points, but they fall to 2-2 in the CCAL. Want more local sports coverage? Be sure to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So it's a convincing win from Liberty, Tim, last week. But then last night, the Lions suffered their second county loss. South Carroll beat them 70-65. You mentioned competitiveness. I know Manchester Valley's jumped out to a really good start. We got a long way to go. You can see those standings. It's going to be tight the rest of the way.
Competitive games are always good.
Especially in Carroll County. And we're getting a good one tonight here. On the girls' side, Francis Scott Key 27, Man Valley 22. What do you want to see Key do, if anything, differently in the second half to get a win? As we take a look at some of the recent scores in Carroll County, what do you think the Eagles need to keep doing to maintain their lead?
I think Key needs to spread the ball out a little bit, spread their offense out a little bit, because I think Coach Luis is going to make them play half court.
And then how about for Man Valley?
Man Val, they need to make some shots. they just do. I mean, that's easy. They need to get on the boards. And if they're not making the first shot, they got to have the opportunity to get the second shot.
Yeah, and it sounds like that's just an easy thing to say, but obviously what you mean is offensive rhythm. Just get things going on offense. Yeah.
Right now, they're just one shot and done, and then Key's up the court.
Yeah, and you said that a lot tonight. How many times was it a one and done? And you just can't add that if you want to try to win a game like this. So here we go. Third quarter underway. And Key will have it first.
Man to man.
Rieger almost turned it over, and then she does. So Man Valley will have its first chance to chip into this FSK lead. And we'll see if Crestline can get going, well below her average here so far.
Key comes out man as well.
Crestline came into this one averaging better than 12.5 points a game. She's got 4 right now. And there's a good pass down low to McCarthy. Does a good job, Gabby McCarthy.
Good pump fake there.
Didn't let the size disadvantage get in her way, and that's a 3-point lead. Man Valley, we don't think they're going away anyway, but they're definitely not going away now.
There's a little offense right there. Nice little curl.
Ooh, yeah, Crestline. Good job by Watkins to get Crestline off her feet.
Yeah,
and pick up the foul.
If she'd have stayed vertical, it wouldn't have got the foul. Once she came down, automatic. As you watch
Watkins,
right here.
Yeah, Watkins knows what to do when she gets under the basket. So Drew Watkins is a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line here. Maybe I hope I didn't just jinx her. I did not.
Nope. You're good.
I won't say it again. She's got 13 now. Make it 14.
So right now, about 40% of their points have come from the free throw line.
And it's clear Drew Watkins has gotten past what just happened against Westminster her personally in terms of what they did against her and kept her down low. Or kept her points down low, I should say. And there's a turnover. And back we go to Key. One minute gone in the third quarter. 5-point lead again.
They're running a 4 high here.
For Francis Scott Key, yep. And Brooks to the baseline. Bancroft. Yeah, it got touched out by Man Valley. Bancroft hustling for the rebound. Nice drive by Brooks, just a little too much almost on that push up to the hoop. And there's the pass out to Core. Now Core goes right to it.
And there's the dish.
Rieger from the baseline. Nice job by Abby Rieger, and a good dish by Caroline Core. And this may be their, let's see, I'm trying to remember. They were up 10-5. Was it 12-5? Anyway, it's a 6-point or 7-point lead now.
This might be their biggest lead.
I think it might be their biggest lead, yes. I'm bad at math. I need you to help me out. I do know this. It's 31-24.
Yeah, so we'll see. They're going to need an answer here. Third quarters can win or lose games.
Absolutely,
quick.
Especially the first few minutes. I know a lot of coaches talk about being strong in that early part of the third quarter. Emma Schaefer tried to go up. Little off the mark. Drew Watkins gets the rebound and another one and done. And Rieger to the hole.
Up the court they go.
And that's a quick timeout, and probably for the right reason. Key will beat you a lot more than they won't on plays like that.
Yes, they will. Rebound, outlet, and they're going opposite.
And three of the four of them, or even 4 of the 5 of them, know exactly where they have to be to get that outlet pass on these blocks.
Absolutely.
And make it look easy. It's not that easy when you got to throw that 3/4 court pass. I say you practice it, but it's intuition, right? You've been playing for that.
It is, and sometimes it's timing. Sometimes
absolutely.
If you throw it too early, they're not going to be ready. If you throw it too late, the defense is there.
And they will. So it's a good thing that they can get away from it now. One of them's frozen again. Joe Vinny's frozen. Yeah, I told him. So a full timeout by Heather DeWeese, probably smart, just to settle this down. Look, we're down by 9 now suddenly. We don't want to let this thing slip away. You could be down by 20 real quick against a team like this.
That's correct. They got to protect the ball a little bit. Let's see if they can't get their 2 stars to get a basket for them right here.
One of their stars, Tim mentioned it, has been Brenna Murphy tonight. Brenna's a 5'7" senior forward, and she leads them with 8 points.
And she's now back in the game.
Coach DeWeese knows this is the hot hand, and you got to get her in there. And she, like you mentioned earlier, Tim, she'll help the Crestlines, the Stottlemeyers, the Molly Smiths to sort of relax and get into things when they know, oh, Brenda's out there. We're gonna be doing this or that.
Interestingly enough, Reese Crestline's now on the bench getting a little quick break.
Yep. It's Molly Smith and Lila Crestline that are going to handle the ball. That was Schaefer again, I believe. Was that Murphy?
That was Murphy.
That was Murphy. Little strong, and another one and done, and here comes Key. Molly Smith got her hand on that ball, but Key got it back.
And Key and Manvel's now back in the zone.
Oh, a little bit of a bobble, and there's a steal. Give Murphy the steal. Bancroft's probably got to squeeze that ball, but a good job by Murphy to get it on the defensive end.
So Coach DeWeese, she made some changes during that timeout. I guess she didn't like the way they came out at half, and we're going to see what we got.
And this will help. Stottlemeyer for a 3, no good. Core grabs the board.
And there we go up.
Brooks is going back.
2-on-1.
She'll take it herself. She'll draw the contact. No foul, doesn't matter. Easy bucket for Summer Brooks. She's got 11. And it's 11-point lead. Molly Smith will go down the lane. She draws a foul. Nice drive by Molly Smith. Not afraid to get down in there and try to draw some contact.
We're in the third quarter. It's 4 minutes, 50 seconds. This will be their first free throw.
This will be their first free throw attempt. Tim's right. Meanwhile, Key is 12 for 14. And here's Molly Smith. Of course she swishes it. First one goes in. And her first points of this game. They'll take him anywhere they can get him right now.
Yeah, they need to stop the bleeding here. They need a little Band-Aid. See if they can get it back within 5 or 6, and then they'll have a shot in the fourth quarter.
If you're looking at the clock like that, like you just mentioned, that's a good point. The players aren't, but Heather is. If we can do this within the next 4 minutes and get it to X, we'll be in good shape.
That's right.
You try to do a little math there.
That's right.
Nice job by Watson. Just a little strong for the rebound, but a good board from Jella Watson. After Watkins missed a shot, and now Man Valley will have a chance to chip into it again.
Drive baseline.
Nice block from Watson. Stottlemeyer, good job, though, by Autumn.
Yeah, keep attacking.
Keep attacking. Key thought she might go for that 3 there. She got to the baseline, and Watson, rightfully so, smartly, got into there and made a good defensive play.
Yeah, you don't want to take a bad 3, and then they're out and running again.
That's right. Another job by Watson, trying to get it into Molly Smith. Man Valley is. Again, you practice things like that, but that's just, it's good IQ. You got to know where to anticipate those passes. That's just something Key does well.
Anticipation, it really is.
Just something Key does really well. Other teams do too, but I'm saying tonight in this matchup. They do get it into Smith, and she does go right back into the hoop.
And there's an offensive rebound there.
It's Stottlemeyer. And they call a foul on Rieger. So it looks like Man Valley's changed their minds. They're trying to get under the hoop here.
Absolutely. Outside shots not going. Let's draw some fouls.
Eventually they will take them. I'm not saying that, but this last minute or two, it's definitely been get it under the basket.
Well, once you're a threat inside, it opens up the outside.
Yeah, they're going to call Core for a, what would you call that, a block out, I guess.
Yeah, it's a push. It would be just a push.
Yeah. Also, other than that, a good block by Core, but she gets called for the foul there. And that's 3 quick ones in this quarter. No, I shouldn't say quick, but been some fouls here.
Piling up 3 in the last minute.
Yeah, that's true. Smith for a 3, in and out, and in.
There you go. Now we're back. Now let's see if they can get another stop. We're back within 6.
35-29. And give Molly Smith 5 here in this quarter.
It's a walk, I think.
Yeah, it was. And Rieger gets it, and look who it is. Brenda Murphy. She anticipated that pass because Key beat her on that not too long ago. Press line going past Brooks.
Still a good move, though.
Yeah, it was a good move. It was a good move, and Brooks knew it, and she battled back on defense and got a blocked shot, and the Core is coming out here, so a little rest for Caroline Core. Her and Bancroft got a good hand from the FSK fans. They've been doing the work down there. Bancroft's back in, so.
This is credit to Manval. I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe they're, 4 of their starters are on the bench.
I think you're right.
So these are bench players, bringing them back, and another fast break.
And Crestline doesn't want to foul, and Brooks will take that every day. She's got 14 now.
Here we go again. Good play, good play. Good hustle, way to get back.
(37-29). That was a good hustle play there.
Yeah.
Girls are giving it their all here. Both teams, both sides. They want to win this game.
Well, they have a big advantage in the county if they do.
That's indeed true. And there's Watkins off the glass. Tough shot.
Great body control there. Great body control.
That's a tough shot. A nice pass, too, by Watson. And back to a 10-point lead. Stottlemyre, Smith, and Crestline. Lila Crestline. Brennan Smith, that's not the shot you want. The shot clock was winding down, but that's not really the shot I'm sure Coach DeWeese wants in that offensive set.
I agree. They were a little stagnant there. I think she was forced to put it up there.
She was. Just some of those starters coming back in. At least Schaefer is. Stottlemyre out. Looks like we got
we're back in
Taylor
zone.
Feek. Yep. I'm just trying to see who was coming in. Feek and Emma Schaefer are back in. And Maya Trump. This is Kenny and Watkins. And down low to Bancroft. Yeah,
that was a foul. She came down.
It was, yeah. They didn't blow the whistle right away, but that was a good call. I think Smith got her. It was a nice pass down low to Kenzie Bancroft.
That was good officiating there.
Yep. I just think he put his hand up before he put the whistle in his mouth.
Yeah.
And this will be Bancroft's first attempt at some offense here tonight, at least from the free throw line. A little strong. A rare free throw miss for Francis Scott Key in this game. 12 for 15 so far in this one. And Kenzie Bancroft has a chance to make it an 11-point lead. And she got
it right there.
Yep.
Good release.
Yep. 1 for 2 from the line for Bancroft.
Here comes Reese Crestline back in. So
at some point, you got to get some of your stars back in there.
Yeah.
Right? You can only rest for so long.
I think Coach DeWeese is setting it up for the fourth quarter.
I do too. Nice
Good
little
job
break
breaking
there.
the press, yeah.
Nice break. But look how Key gets back. Oh, unlucky for Bancroft, but that's a good job by Man Valley, and then Key really got back quickly.
Seems like right now they're about a half a step ahead.
Yep. But this game not over by any stretch. 40-29 with 2 minutes and change left in the third quarter. There's Crestline.
There's a great move right there.
That was a good move. Maybe she'll start heating up. She's got 6. Back to single digits, 40-31.
Good defensive play there. Great help.
Closing in 1, Mike. Good job by Man Valley. We're back. 3-pointer. A little long, and FSK's got it back.
Good job getting back here by the Mavericks.
Coming up on a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Kenny with a nice drop.
Let's see if they can get it down to 7 or 5 here before this half.
Right. A little long in the drive there by Kenny, and now Man Valley's got it back. Let's see. Will Crestline pass?
Good move. There you go. Good move.
She got core down low. And that's Reese Crestline. She knows what she needs to do to get to the basket. And this will be...
I think that's Core's second foul, so she's still okay.
Yeah, she's
but
good.
Let's start seeing if they start attacking that.
That's right. And that was the 4th foul team-wise, so only a minute 18 left here in the quarter, but the next one will be shooting fouls. And Crestline hits her first free throw of the evening. You mentioned it at the start, Tim, just a veteran player, been in the program all 4 years. And it's her time, right? Her time to be a senior and be a leader.
And she has a knack to know where the ball is. So.
Indeed, she does. Missed the second one, but it's an 8-point game, 40-32, with 1:10 to go in the third quarter.
They need to stop here.
Rieger's open. And loose ball, and who's it got? Tie up. It's going that way, I think. Man Valley's so there's a stop.
There's a stop.
Still a minute left, so you can really get 2 out of this possessions if you go quick, or at least, just like you said, chip into that lead. And in theory, you could have this to 5.
You could have it to 5.
Yep. And that's what you were talking about, right? If we can get it to X at the end of the quarter, I like our chances.
Here's a 1-3-1, so now there's going to be an open shot here somewhere.
Oof, almost a dangerous pass. Crestline will try it. Double team, back out. Lila Crestline, bounce pass to.
Still plenty of time.
Down low, back to Crestline, 7 to shoot.
And there's the shot.
Reese Crestline, long on 3, but a good rebound for Man Valley. Lila Crestline, she hits it. I think it's a 2. Yep, a 2 for Lila Crestline.
So we are down to 6. See if we can get another stop.
Oh, good pass. And a good stop by Reese.
Here we come again. Got to watch that arm.
Yeah, I saw that. But Core stood up.
There's the opposite on the 1-3-1.
Good bounce pass.
And there we go.
Emma Schaefer, her first points of the game. That's good if it goes. Well, no surprise. We had another little mini run. So it's a 4-point game.
It's amazing how FSK dominates for the first 6 minutes and 30 seconds of this quarter. And now we're down to 40-36.
A 2-possession game. I'm not surprised. That's how we wanted this to be, right, for Game of the Week.
Absolutely.
Francis Scott Key 40, Man Valley 36 with 8 minutes of action, at least in regulation, left to go. What impressed you the most in that third quarter?
Most of all, I think Man Val's bench. They really came up big there to keep them in the game. So kudos to them, kudos to Coach Deweese, and we'll see what happens here.
Molly Smith had 5 in that quarter. Reese Crestline got off the board a little bit too, and it's spread out here tonight. Murphy's got 8, Stoudemire's got 7, Crestline's got 7. Contributions from Schaefer and Bittinger and even Gavin McCarthy early in that quarter. But, Brenna Murphy has been the story for Man Valley on that side. And for Francis Scott Key, look, it's been the Brooks and Watkins show, but they've still dominated this game on the glass.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't, if you get a stop, if Man Val gets a stop, now they got to get 2 or 3 more stops because they got the, FSK has the offensive rebounds, and that's hard. It's hard to sustain that all game.
It may not be one, but it sure feels like it's just the one that Man Valley has this whole game. And they've gotten some rebounds, of course, but offensively, it has been a lot of one-and-dones, and that can really stymie your offense when you're trying to get in that rhythm you talked about.
Yes, it was better that quarter, though.
It was.
It was a drastic improvement.
I agree. So here's the situation. Francis Scott Key 40, Man Valley 36. 8 minutes left. Fourth quarter. Pat Stoetzer and Tim Whitehead enjoying ourselves here on the CMSportsNet Game of the Week. By the way, our thanks to Liz Padgett, the athletic director here at Man Valley, for letting us pretty much unprecedented access. All the ADs very kind to us as we come into their gyms and sort of take over some of their space. We appreciate the efforts from Liz and Man Valley and all the ADs in Carroll County. And let's see what happens here.
Right there. Good rebound.
By Crestline. So there's a one and done. That's an offensive or a defensive rebound, but still, that's what you need if you're Man Valley and you're down by 4. Stoudemire been a little quiet.
There's a steal by
I think that was Stoudemire. Puts her head down. She knew what she did there.
Yes.
And they'll go break and Rieger tried to tip that back in.
A lot of contact there.
Yeah, a little contact. Watkins' shot was a little strong. And Crestline to the basket. That's her move. She's been doing it all night. And she's got a chance to cut this to a 2-point lead, and Crestline goes right back to the free throw line.
You're starting to see the tide turn. They now feel confident going to the basket. And FSK's panicking a little bit. They're fouling.
That's a change after Heather Deweese called that full timeout.
Yes,
I think things have changed since then in terms of that the objective to get to the basket.
Shot selection.
Shot selection, right.
That's tough.
Bad time to miss 2 there.
That's tough.
Yep, that's tough.
They threw it away.
And it goes
Take
out
the
of
ball
bounds
back.
right into Man Valley's bench. So
Let's see if they can take advantage.
Man Valley 3 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. Francis Scott Key 13 for 16.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mitch calls timeout here soon, kind of settles everything down.
That was almost a 5 count. Yeah, you're right. I was listening to you, but I was watching Robbie's arm. Almost 5. Ooh, Crestline.
Another offense here. Now tide's changing here.
There's a 3-pointer. A little long.
There's 2 in a row.
They heard you. She'll take another shot from inside the arc. Maya Trump. 2-point game.
Just as we said before.
Jayla Watson. Nice pass.
Yep.
One more pass. There it is. Rieger will take a 3. Ooh.
That's huge.
That's not her usual shot, but she'll take it.
That is huge.
Only the second 3 of the game for Francis Scott Key made. 43-38. Big shot from Abby Rieger. They wanted to get Stottlemyre a shot there. Oh, yeah, she lost the ball going up. And Jayla Watson, just got a little bit away from her. But
good intentions.
It was, yep. That was Emma Schaefer there, just got a little bit out of control in that base. Otherwise, a really nice drive by Schaefer. She's coming out here for a second, but just 2 unfortunate, just couldn't quite grab the ball. One on each end. And you see Cora coming out, Bancroft coming back in. It's the other Deweese prowling her sideline over there. Down low, Stottlemyre.
Good step through.
Nice step through indeed.
Good step through.
She's got 9. It's a 3-point game.
Good pass.
Watkins lost it going up. Yeah, she just lost the ball going up.
That was a great pass.
FSK is thinking the ball was tipped. I'm not sure. I'm not sure
either. I think she lost it going up.
I think she did too. Fortunately for us, it was right in front of us. We had a pretty good angle. Nice play.
Good give and go. There we go. Coach Mitch needs a timeout here. Settle everything down.
43-42. Oh, I thought it was going to be a turnover. And this could be an answer. Brooks for free. Who needs a timeout when he can drop a 3? Big shot, Summer Brooks. 46-42. We're going back and forth here, Tim. Game of the week style.
I love it. Big-time players make big-time plays.
Nice screen. Watson with the block. And out of bounds. Oh, hustle for it. I think she's on the baseline. She's on the baseline, yeah. A lot of action, a lot of energy on both teams here. Jayla Watson getting a big hand. She's been there, Spark, not offensively, but just the ability to block the shot, get a couple boards here and there.
Outstanding effort.
Core bounce pass. Yeah, it's going to be a reach on Reese. That's a good call. Good call. They've run that play about 4 times in the second half, and now they're coming right at us. So I kind of saw it coming, but
they like taking up all in the corner, and they dive right down to the post.
They draw the defender, and the post player, or whoever it might be, is usually right here alone.
Fills right in the block. There it is again.
That's easy. Just a little strong. Oh, good job by. Yeah. No, good call. Good call.
Yeah.
That was a good job by Watkins, though, to get that ball. That was the right call. She's on the baseline.
Yeah, I agree.
A great play on the inbounds. Bancroft had a great look, just a little strong. Now, Crestline's in there with 3 fouls. There's 5 minutes to go. She's not in.
I don't think she's coming out.
Right, exactly. And she's not in terrible trouble, but she has to play a little smart within the next 2 minutes or so, right? You want to get that 4th in here. She'll take one from the free throw line and hit it. She's up to 9 points. Oh, almost backcourt. Summer. That was a tough pass.
In the crowd.
Tough pass. Crestline's got it. Man Valley can tie it or take the lead. Brenna Murphy, excuse me.
Brenna Murphy.
Murphy. She's got 10, and we have a tie game.
Once again, it seems like he's a little bit out of it. And there's a turnover.
Luis is fired up on the sideline. I think maybe you were looking for a timeout there from FSK.
Yeah, I've been looking for him the last couple of possessions. You just got to settle him down.
First-year head coach.
Yep, and you could tell. I mean,
against a 15th. Yeah, of course.
You get caught up sometimes.
Of course, absolutely.
There's a timeout right there.
Yeah,
he thought
that's
about
probably
it.
smart. They still have the ball, so let the play out. He knows Brooks is a smart player. She's going to knock it off a Man Valley player if she can.
Yeah.
She did. And a timeout called for the Mavericks. The Eagles, the full timeout. Just a reminder that we've got some boys basketball action coming up next week for you. We're going to have Liberty at Century will resume their rivalry on the 16th of January, Tuesday. Game starts at 6:30. Look for highlights from that game next week as well. That's always a fun game. Liberty and Century pack the gym. They usually wind up playing 3 times a year, but this first round 1 of their regular season is set for next Tuesday. Weather permitting, of course. We're in the mid-January now, and you never know what we're going to get.
I see a little inclement weather forecast.
I saw some of that too. Knock on wood, we'll get through it and have the games. But there's Coach Walther in the huddle. Just again, I think I agree with you. That was a smart timeout.
Yeah,
he knew he had the ball. Let's set things up. But I mean, I just think Man Valley, the dime turned when Heather Deweese called that full timeout. Whatever she said, her players bought into it. Not that Key hasn't bought into what Mitch is talking about, but this is the reason why it's a tie game right now.
I think Coach Deweese put in players and said, "Here, you want to do the job, you do the job."
And,
the players that she said came right off the bench, said, "Yep, I'm going to come back with you."
And the job, I believe, is just getting to the hoop. They've done a lot more in this half.
That's exactly what it is. Be aggressive. Attack the basket.
Murphy has 10 points. Autumn Stoudemire has 9. And Reese Crestline has 9. And the Mavericks are even with the Eagles at 46 apiece.
So we're keeping pressure up.
Let's see what Key drew up on this timeout. Bancroft to Watkins.
That's a foul.
She draws the foul. Yep.
That's number 4.
That's 4. Well, that's the play they wanted. It just happened to be Crestline that was down low. And now you got a decision to make if you're Heather Deweese. Because you don't want to lose her with 3:51 to go. Yeah, she's got to come out. She's got to come out at least for another minute or two. So Watkins has a chance to unknot this tie here, and she's been pretty good at the free throw line.
Then you might see go a little bit of offense and defense. So let her up for a minute. She'll be indoor on offense and see if we don't alternate here on subs.
The chess game has begun here.
Yes,
with 3:51 to go. And Drew Watkins has a chance here. I'll tell you in a second. 10 for 10. 10 for 10 is a pretty good stat from the free throw line. She's got 18 points.
Let's see if Key can turn up the defense here after that timeout. I fully anticipate it.
I thought they were going to maybe call Crestline for a little hook.
And that's
going to be in that court.
And there's the turnover.
So unfortunately for Man Valley, you got a little inexperience out there. I'm not taking anything away from their players, but you got the more experienced backcourt with Key, and I think that might limit that turnover right there.
Yeah, they got settled down a little bit. Now we'll see if their intensity comes back up for the last 3 minutes.
There's a lot of game left here with 3:31 to go in a 2-point game.
We saw a turnaround last quarter in the last minute and 30 seconds.
But these next 8, 9, 10 possessions on either end are going to be pretty big. That's a tough pass.
Yes, it is.
But it bounces back out to Watkins, guarded by Murphy.
Still plenty of time.
That's a better pass. Core scores. That's just great ball, great vision by Summer Brooks.
And once again, that's knowing where everybody's going to be.
Exactly right. That's an illegal screen.
Yes, it is.
That's an illegal screen. Good call. Right in front of us. Well, not right in front of us, but right in front of the students over there. That's a little frustration from Brenna Murphy.
It looks like she's had enough. Here comes Reese back in.
And that's what you're going to do, right?
Yep.
Back and forth you're going to go.
Well, we're on defense now.
That's what I mean.
I think Coach Deweese said, you know what? Don't foul. I need you in there. That's it.
We are on defense, and if you're the Eagles, you got to look your chops a little bit. We got to go. We got to go.
I would go right to her.
Go right at number 11 because of the 4 fouls. We'll see if Summer Brooks and Abby Rieger figure that out. Oh, again, just a good rebound from Bancroft. Watkins too long. That's a foul. That's right. Good job by Schaefer there, though, too.
Good box out.
Good box out. A good board from Bancroft. They couldn't score, and Schaefer got the nice rebound. And there it was right there, and she draws the foul. So 2 fouls on Bancroft now. 2:33 to go. 4-point lead.
You can feel the intensity.
You can. Crest line, let's see. Ooh, they're going to call a foul. Yeah. She wasn't set. Someone wanted to travel. I think the foul was before that.
I was worried about the hook. I saw the elbow and hook around. You don't want that as your 5th foul.
Yeah, you do not. That's a tough one to call, though, too.
That is tough.
We can see it from down here. It's
a
tough one to call. That's a spot foul, correct. So fresh 30, 2:20 to go.
Team fouls are 3 apiece, so we'll see if free throws come to.
FSK fans and bench players and coaches getting into it. Key trying to hold on. Crest line, no call, probably a good call. Eagles play good defense. Core, nice bounce pass to Bancroft, who scores. Nice possession.
Let's see if we get a timeout here.
Good possession by Key. Crest line, that'll be a big one. She hits it. Reese Crestline. They needed that in a big way.
She did not hesitate. She pulled that trigger.
Key still up, 52-49. 1:35 to go. Good ball moving by Key. And that,
she stands straight up, though.
She did.
You can see it.
She did. Nice pass. Brooks on the baseline. Strong.
Good rebound.
Rebound to Stottlemyre. And Man Valley wants to hurry. Bittinger bounce pass to Crestline. 1:13 to go.
They don't need a free here.
They don't. Stottlemyre guarded by Brooks. She'll take the three. Off the mark. Rebound, Caroline Core. Big rebound for FSK. And they don't need to foul yet either.
No, they don't. They just need to stop.
3-point lead. 55 seconds to go. We're setting up for a good finish.
There's the lane.
Brooks. Oh, she had a chance to get on the lane there, I thought. But time's on your side,
time's
too.
on the side.
That was a little bit of a... Maybe didn't need that shot from Watkins.
I'll be surprised if Coach Leaf don't call a timeout here, set something up. She's letting them go.
Yep.
Oh, that's a block.
That's a good call.
Yep, that's a block.
Good call. Our two players to watch just met each other underneath the basket. And Reese Crestline has a chance to go back to the free throw line. Well, she's going back to the free throw line. She has a chance to make this a 1-point FSK lead, a 32.4 ticks. Stay tuned. We'll have some post-game coverage of this one. It's been a good one. And there's a timeout from FSK. Yep.
So what would you do here? It's 32-4. It's 32 seconds left. There's a 30-second shot clock. You don't need to foul, but what about if they just run the clock all the way out and you only have 2 seconds left to go? I think personally, I'd go for the first 2 steals and try to get it clean. And once it gets down to 15 seconds or so, I think I'd have to foul.
I think, yeah, and they've got they've got 1 to give.
1 to give.
So you could go for, look, you gotta trust your defense. If she makes it, trust your defense that you can come up with some sort of stop.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a good defense for most of the night.
Yes.
But time is not on your side. So you're right. You're in a little bit of a bind there. You don't have enough time to get another possession with only 2 points. It'll be only, if they don't get the basket and it took the full 30, 2.4 left. Yes, it's enough time. But that's not what you want.
And if I was Key, I don't think I'd try to run the clock out. If they try to overplay, I think there's probably going to be somebody open underneath the basket to go ahead and score those points because they're going to overplay you.
I think they're so aggressive they're not going to want to just hold the ball and get fouls. You see Coach Walther and Summer Brooks talking to everybody. Look, this team's experienced. They've been in situations like this before. Not that Man Valley hasn't, but that's on their side.
They're battle tested.
They are battle tested. The reigning county champions trying to survive and get a road to victory, which aren't easy to come by in Carroll County. So let's see if Heather Deweese has a plan here to maybe miss one, although the way Key's been boarding the ball, I think you just want to try to make this.
Yeah, I'd make it a 1-point game here. And there it is. So here's the little press.
52-51, so they're not going to go after him just yet.
They're going after the steal, see what they got. And there's the aggressiveness right there. Now you pull it out. Now I think I'd have to start fouling.
I think soon. Yeah, she's yelling for it.
Yep.
She's yelling for it. She being Heather DeWeese. There
and
it
there's
is.
attacking the basket.
Caroline Core might have put the nail in the coffin.
Bill can have a 3 to tie.
Yep.
There's a timeout. There you
They
go.
called it. I know it wouldn't have counted. That was online, but it was short. That's a nice possession by Francis Scott Key. I think Heather DeWeese wanted a foul there with about 8 seconds before that shot went in.
Yeah.
I don't know if they couldn't hear her or what, but they did not foul, and they used the full 30, and they scored. That's a killer.
I kind of wish Coach DeWeese would have called a timeout a little bit earlier, too. Have a couple more seconds on the clock. But you get caught up in this.
You do. Whether you're a first-year coach or a 15th-year coach.
There are sometimes you don't want to call the timeout.
That's true.
You want to go thinking they're not going to get set up, and you can make that pass to go down and do what you have to do.
Yeah. And, you sometimes, and we see at the college level on TV, you're watching the game. What are they doing? You let it play out, right?
Absolutely.
There's a feel for the game.
Absolutely.
Feel for the game. you see some of the DeWeese family watching from the stands. It's been a back-and-forth game. Man Valley drew even with FSK in the final, or early, I should say. It was early on, right, in the fourth quarter. They were out even. And, again, we talk about timeouts. Mitch Walther did call that full timeout, and since then, FSK has been a little more sound with the ball. It just takes sometimes, not even what the coach says, just that 60 seconds of a break.
Absolutely.
To reset yourself.
I'm interested to see. They're on the coach's line over here on the sideline. Let's see what kind of play they can come up with.
Now they got I believe it's 2.1 seconds. And if you're FSK, you don't want, actually, you could foul.
You could foul.
And
it might be smart to foul.
As long as she's not taking a shot, you could foul here and use up more time.
Let's see if we don't go run down to the same corner they're on. See if they don't put Autumn on a diagonal and run right down to that corner.
2.5 on the clock.
Okay.
Here we go. Too far from the basket. Not going to get a shot off.
Nope.
And you see Summer Brooks charged up, and rightfully so, in defense. That winds up being the last possession to get the victory for Francis Scott Key.
Both teams, outstanding effort. Outstanding effort.
One of the better ones we've seen in a while, for sure.
Yes. You see right now, great sportsmanship.
Yep.
It was intense, and it was clean.
It was clean. Yeah, there wasn't anything dirty tonight, and
No.
nothing in the least. Aggressiveness is different than being unsportsmanlike.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
And that's a big win for Francis Scott Key, as you see a little sigh of relief from the Eagles, who traveled well, brought a big crowd. And they're fired up for the win. And the Westminster loss.
54-51. We said they wanted it in the 50s, and they got it in the 50s.
The Westminster loss feels a little bit lighter. You don't want to lose any games, but you can rebound like that after a county loss and get a win in the same week. That's a big win for Francis Scott Key.
Well, sometimes when you do lose, it gets their heads back right. It straightens them right back up.
Fair enough. 54-51. That was a good one, Tim. What were your first impressions of how Key were able to answer Man Valley's challenge and get a victory?
Great poise, because it looked like Man Valley was going to make that run, and it was absolutely great poise. They hit a couple key threes. I think one by Brooks and one by Rieger that kind of changed the momentum.
You mentioned that. You mentioned the depth, and maybe Key didn't show their depth tonight. Man Valley had a little more depth in the victory, but when the rubber met the road, Key got it to Brooks, got it to Watkins, and got the win.
Absolutely. It was like I said, in the end, their defense probably bailed it out for them of all things.
And if you're Man Valley, look, that's a tough loss. You don't want to lose games, of course, but this team is going in the right direction. Based on what they lost this year, based on the fact they don't have Emma Penchik in the backcourt, that's a good basketball team Heather DeWeese has at Man Valley.
It is. They're learning. When you lose your starting point guard, that is
for the
huge.
Season.
That is the quarterback of your whole team. And now all the plans you made during the offseason has to change. So these players on the bench have to step up. And you know what? Tonight they did.
They did.
They scored 51, and I think they were averaging 42. So that tells you how much they stepped up.
Something to build on, definitely. Time for us to step aside one more time here, but we're going to have some post-game coverage coming your way. Stick around, and there's more of the CM Sportsnet Game of the Week coming right up after this.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
Hey there, I'm Pat Stoetzer.
And I'm Michael Duffy, inviting you to join us for The Score and more.
Each week we'll talk about high school sports in Carroll County. We'll share information about upcoming games, highlight coaches and athletes, and much more.
We'll even try to have a little fun along the way. Don't miss the Score and More podcast presented by CMSportsNet.
The Score and More Sports Podcast is available online at carrollmediacenter.org and on a variety of podcast channels.
Skill, dedication, leadership. Just a few of the things it takes to be named CM Sportsnet's Athlete of the Week. Each week, CM Sportsnet recognizes an outstanding player for their contribution to their sport. Meet some of Carroll County student athletes and join us as we celebrate their performance, impact, and outstanding accomplishments.
CM Sportsnet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes Bollinger Insurance Services. We're here for the home team. Barnes Bollinger Insurance Services. And by Genova's to Go. Locations in Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, Hanover, and Eldersburg. Genova's pizza, pasta, subs, and more.
Every Wednesday at CM Sportsnet, it's Game On. Tune in for a look at Carroll County sports scene. Join me as we preview upcoming games, talk with the coaches, and bring you exclusive reports you won't see anywhere else. Plus, each week we'll unveil CM Sportsnet's Athlete of the Week. Don't miss CM Sportsnet's Game On, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We've got you covered.
Hungry? Genova's to go.
Welcome back to our post-game coverage of CM Sportsnet Game of the Week, where Francis Scott Key gets a road victory, a hard-earned road victory, 54-51 over Manchester Valley. Pat Stoetzer and Tim Whitehead here from the Man Valley Gym. We're going to take a look at the highlights here, Tim, the second half highlights, but I think we saw a really good girls basketball game between two competitive teams that we're going to see a lot more of this year in Carroll County.
Absolutely. There's an easy drive and kick.
That was early in the third quarter.
And that's what Key wants to do. They want to get in the lane, and we're going to see him right here.
It's going to be that home run ball again.
Yeah, that's just an outlet pass up. Get them easy baskets.
You think those two will play together for a while?
Absolutely.
Brooks and Rieger, and here's Brooks again. This time she takes it herself. And Key just had those stretches of 8-9 possessions, or 4 or 5 possessions where they would score 8 points per 8 points on the thing.
And there's that defense.
Yeah, and I just was trying to say that that's what they did. It did in spurts. Big block there by Brooks, who had gotten beat on that play by Crestline. But good job of her to get back. And there's Watson again, a nice pass. And Drew Watkins took it all the way to the hole.
That body control there, it was unbelievable.
Man Valley did not go away, and when Lila Crestline knocked down a shot there inside the three-point arc, they just chipped away. They were down by 12, I think, as many at one point in that second half. There was a nice job there underneath, and just Man Valley had a lot of answers tonight. I thought they did a good job, especially again after Coach Deweese called that timeout to sort of settle them down.
I believe they were down by 11, and they end up coming back to make this a game. And it was a game to the last second.
And they cut it to 2 at one point there late in the fourth quarter. So
there was that big three by Abby Rieger. That's when it was cut down.
Nice job there. That give and go there in the Lila Crest line. She played some big minutes for Man Valley
She played
tonight.
big minutes tonight.
Give it to her sister. Her sister stepped inside the arc and hit that shot. But FSK had the last answer here. Oh, that's the three from Reese.
That's the big three by Reese. That was a big three.
That was really momentum there for Man Valley, but it was just a little too much key. Every time Man Valley, there it was.
And there it was attacking. They didn't hold the ball. They attacked. They overplayed in the attack. It was great.
There's your final team stats, too. 15 out of 18 from the free throw line. Drew Watkins did not miss. 10 for 10 from the line. Man Valley had more 2s and more 3s, but couldn't get to the line tonight. I don't even think that was because of the officiating discrepancy. Just did not attack enough or as much as FSK did.
I agree with you. They didn't attack the basket to midway through the third quarter, and then they finally figured it out. But both teams missed 3 free throws.
Yeah.
But one made 15, one made 5.
That's the difference in the game.
Yes,
54-51. Before we let you go, Tim, and we're actually going to talk to one of the players of the game. Hopefully, going to grab Drew Watkins after this. But some final thoughts. What impressed you the most about Francis Scott Key?
The way they get up and down the court. They go in spurts. They kept their composure where it could have went awry. You're in the visitors' gym, and the momentum was going, and they brought themselves back well. They rebound very well. And even when you get a stop with them, if they can have 2 or 3 more opportunities, it makes a big difference.
They're going to make you pay more often than not. And how about Man Valley? What impressed you about them?
Man Valley, the perseverance. I mean, they were. It just seemed like sitting here that Key dominated the game.
It did.
And yet you look up at the score, and they just kept coming back closer and closer. And their bench, give Coach Deweese credit. She got those players motivated, and she coaches them right. And they may not be the players that she wanted out there, but at that point she did. And that bench players, all hands off.
And that's going to obviously just benefit them down the stretch as this team continues to build.
Absolutely, because the county right now, almost all teams are short of depth. They don't have a lot of depth. Mm-hmm. If you can put pressure on a team for 32 minutes, and they only have 7 and you have 10, it will make a big difference.
No doubt. We're going to see those players again, I'm sure, in the box scores going forward for Man Valley. And for Key, survive in advance. You got it done on the road. You overcame the loss to Westminster earlier in the week, and you move on.
Survive it, and that's key. Keep building. Don't rest. Any team in the county can beat you.
Sure.
You got to play one game at a time.
Yep, and you get everybody twice, and you've already beaten them on their court, so you get them in your home court.
Yes.
Tim Whitehead, always a pleasure, man. Thanks for spending time with us tonight.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, Pat. I appreciate it.
We'll get you back out here for sure. I hope you can come back for another big game down the season. We're going to take one more quick break. Hopefully get you Drew Watkins here for a little post-game talk. Stick with us. There's more post-game coverage coming right up on Game of the Week. every Wednesday at CM Sportsnet. It's Game On. Tune in for a look at Carroll County sports scene. Join me as we preview upcoming games, talk with the coaches, and bring you exclusive reports you won't see anywhere else. Plus, each week we'll unveil CM Sportsnet's Athlete of the Week. Don't miss CM Sportsnet's Game On, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We've got you covered. We found her. We got her. It's Drew Watkins from Francis Scott Key. Eagles victorious 54-51. Drew, a big reason why. 18 points, 10 for 10 from the free throw line. You ever had a game where you didn't miss a free throw?
No, never.
Not a bad time to have it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, let me ask you real quick. What was the game plan? Coming off the game you had against Westminster, what was the game plan tonight to go out and attack Manchester Valley? Who's had a good start to the season?
It was forget all the games. I don't care what game we played 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago. We're in this game now. This game we knew was going to be a hard one, so we had to fight through it. Play like you had the confidence to be better than the person across from you.
Right. I mean, it showed early on. I mean, you definitely were the aggressive team. Then they would sort of like absorb a couple of your guys' body blows, and they got back in the game. You knew that they were going to give you that game, Man Valley. You expected it. What was the difference in the game? Obviously, your defense played a big role here. We see some of the highlights from what you had. Could you feel that game going back and forth? You knew it was going to be a close game like this down the stretch?
Definitely. They went on a couple runs. We went on a couple runs. I think what helped us was when they went on runs, we tend to get in our heads, but this time we were on it. We were helping each other, talking each other up, so I think that helped.
Yeah, actually led to a big. I mean, it was you and Summer had the bulk of the offense, but it's more than that, right? Obviously, Caroline Core grabbing boards. Kenzie Bancroft a ton of rebounds tonight. Abby gets the steals. You had your hands on the ball too. When you guys are playing like you cohesively like that, I know you're tough to beat. What's that feeling like on the court when everybody's playing? So I've asked you this before, but it's got to be really fun.
It's super fun. It definitely keeps the energy up. I know I personally get mad at myself a lot, and that's something I'm trying to work on. People throughout our team, we all get in our heads, but when we're all having fun, we're all playing well, we all are laughing and having fun, but still being competitive, and it just brings the energy up so much.
When you always want to win every game you play, and you're not always going to do it, but, and I'm not going to say, it's good to get a loss, but when you do have a loss like that, like you had earlier in the week, you can go one of two ways, right? You can learn from it and say, look, there's a long way to go, or it's going to be a woe is me. We should have lost that game. It seems like you guys did the former. You said, well, we don't want to lose, but we just did lose. Let's move on. Let's turn the page and go. Was that a collective effort from you guys?
We got on the bus after Westminster, and it was like one of the first things we talked about. Wow. We got to get that game out of the way. We're on to the next one. You can't just remember your mistakes. One of the things we said at the beginning of the season was you got to have the memory of a goldfish from Ted Lasso. Just forget what happened. Forget what happened, keep playing, and just push through.
It's a long season. You're almost to the midway point of the county season so far, and you got the one loss, but you're 4-1 now in county play. And you know that everyone knows that you're the reigning champion, so you have that target on your back. And we talked about this in preseason. 5 games in, you've won 4 of them. You guys seem to rise to the challenge of, hey, we want to make sure everyone knows we're still the reigning champs. We want to add another championship. Is that the motivation that you guys have had all year?
Definitely. Every time we're in the locker room before the game, coach always says, we're in the driver's seat. We got to stay in the driver's seat. Right. If we're not in the driver's seat, you're not going to have somebody to push you. You always have somebody pushing you. So if we stay up front, then we keep that motivation and keep going.
One last question. The last possession there, it was a one-score game. You had the ball. They didn't foul right away, and then it was just almost like classic Key. Everyone passes it down low. It goes to Caroline. You finish it off. What was that feeling like as you're on the court watching that and you guys score there to make it a 3-point game?
It was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Knowing that I was doing well on the free throw line, I was willing to get fouled because no one on our team likes free throws. So I was ready to step and go
pressure.
for it. Oh
it's
yeah.
Pressure, yeah.
And then Abby made that great back cut, seeing that. And then Caroline obviously
She
wide
was
open
flush in the
under.
basket.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was just great ball movement that we always know we have.
I mean, you do that all through the game, but to do it there on that last possession, when if they get a stop, they have a chance to win it if they go down the other end, and you left them with almost no time, and then your defense comes up and prevents that shot. But you didn't know you were perfect from the line, but you knew you were good from the line. Did anybody tell you until now that you had not missed a shot at the free throw line? 10 for 10 is pretty good.
I think it kind of just stuck in the back of my head. I was like, wow, I'm really not missing any of these. So I think that definitely helped push me through that.
When the first couple go in, you kind of know the stroke, right? You know what to do at the free throw line. So, hey, congratulations on a great
Thank
game.
you.
Good luck the rest of the year. Drew Watkins, one of the stars of the game tonight, leading FSK to a victory. And good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah. And so I want to thank Tim. I want to thank Drew. Sit right here with me, Drew. We'll finish it up here. And don't forget, we're going to have Century Liberty next week at the boys game on Tuesday. And we got a game of the week for you next Friday as well. It's going to be a girls' matchup between Liberty and Westminster at the Owl's Nest. CMSportsNet will get you covered there. I know Drew will be playing some games here as well coming up, so good luck the rest of the way. And, again, we're back next Friday the 19th for a game of the week when Liberty visits Westminster for girls basketball. Be sure to catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, as well as our website at cmsportsnet.com, and you can watch us on cable channel HD 1086. For Tim Whitehead and Drew Watkins, I'm Pat Stoetzer. Thanks, everybody. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.